Brickyard, J.W. Miller wins.
All right, trivia question time. One track has been featured in every season for GLSR. Can you name that track? Maybe, maybe not. What if I said it's this track right here? Michigan Speedway. It is the track that has hosted the most races in a season for GLSR. And of course, this season is the 7th straight year we get to run the Prehistoric Forest 200 in another season where we decide what 10 drivers will go into the playoffs and what drivers will not have a chance at the championship when it is all said and done. As we welcome you in tonight, it is the 7th running of the Prehistoric Forest 200 at the Michigan International Speedway. 100 laps, 200 miles of racing to be done in the Irish Hills. As we welcome you in tonight on the Captain Esports Network, I'm the Captain. Hopefully you've had a great Wednesday so far. Back with you live this week. Thankfully, haven't had too much drama, so to say. There's some sarcasm there. But we are going to have some good racing coming up here in just moments, as close to 30 trucks going to be racing for it. And it should be a pretty good show when it is all said and done here. As I always seem to pull that off as I come over here to show you the point standings as we enter tonight's festivities from the website at GLSR, the GreatLakesSimRacing.com. Of course, Alex Cummings, he is in the playoffs already. He has clinched. Sam Fontaine is clinched. It is from Telder down, where it is still kind of up for grabs. 7 drivers are in right now, but we could see as many as roughly down to probably Cam Ingram, I'll say, is the outside shot to get in, but anything is possible in this series, and that's why we come to a track like Michigan here to put on a battle. So we'll have to see what takes place. It should be a lot of fun when it is all said and done, as you see the qualifying stuff going on over there on screen right now. But that's where we look at the points as we get into the race that is going to start here very shortly. A reminder, you still have a couple minutes to go over to the GreatLakesSimRacing.com and get the fantasy picks in. Your chance to win the Buttkicker and also a chance to win the Majors All Access Garage Pass. That could be yours here at the end of the season. Just make sure you get your picks in and stuff. There we go. I was trying to adjust some volume here to make sure that we're sounding pretty good. Don't want to blow your earphones off. Still working on some settings and stuff, but we are set to go for racing tonight in the Irish Hills of Michigan. Looks like pretty much everybody who is going to run a lap has run a lap, and we're going to have another, I wouldn't call it a surprise on the pole, but somebody that has been pretty quick lately. There's the words I'm looking for. Going to be on the front row for this race here this evening, and that it looks like it's going to be Jonathan Tuckness on the pole in the 94 truck, and we'll see. A lot of interesting things. Another stat for you. How about this? This is the 7th running of this race at this track. All 7 seasons we're here. 6 different winners so far. Will tonight be 7 for 7? It is possible, because we do not have many people in this race that have won at this track. As I go look at the previous winners here, Anthony Marshall, of course, winning the first race back in August of 2020. J.W. Miller, Justin Laxton, William Calhoun, Dylan Parker, Alex Cummings. That's 1 out of 6 that are in this race tonight. So the chances are we are going to have a new winner tonight here in Michigan. But first, we got to get the starting lineup together and get you ready to race. As we look at it, it is going to be Jonathan Tuckness on the pole. 39.669 second lap. He will start alongside Justin Bondurant there for the lap 1 leaders there in second position. Teammate Alex Cummings, he'll start inside row number 2 alongside Drayton Cook. Row number 3, Jason Dalton, Cam Ingram there in the third row. Row 4 is where you'll see his father, Cedric Ingram, and the hottest driver on the circuit. He's won 2 of the last 3 races, including the All-Star race last week. That is Sam Fontaine there in the 8th position. Luke Daniels, Tim Abril, he's looking to sneak his way into the playoffs. He's starting there in the 10th position. Casey Duncan and Peyton Johnson, they'll take row number 6 in the field. Row number 7 is where you'll see Robert Lukens. He had a pretty good lap there in practice. He'll start next to Christopher Dean. Teammates on row number 8, Blaine Sparling, Sean Peachin there. Row number 9, Jeremy Frere, Matt Telder. Telder was kind of indecisive if he was going to race tonight because he felt like he actually had more of a chance to fall out of the playoffs if he ran this race tonight than if he chose not to race this evening. Row number 10. Row 11, Josh Gagnon and Travis Ikavachi, hometown track for the owner of Great Lakes Sim Racing. That is why this track is here every season. And, of course, the name Great Lakes makes sense there, right? Jason Clark, Sam Barnes there in row number 12. Robert Warrens and Dennis Warrens. Seems like every week they start next to each other on the grid. And looking at the rest of the field, I'm hitting the wrong button. There we go. The rest of the field there, you see Brandon Alphin, second in points. He has finished last the last 2 races, including the All-Star race. So he's looking to break that bad streak before he gets into the playoffs. Luke Knupp in the 28th position. Tyler Brewer will be the last of the 29 starters as the trucks roll off. Well, that's one way. What in the world? You know what I'm noticing? A lot of people have dropped out of the session, I think, here. Something must be wrong. And we're going to have to check it out. Looks like everybody's left the session. So we're going to go back to the banner here. And I guess we'll be right back here in just a second. And I'm assuming another session's going up. So hang tight here. I'm going to mute my mic. And let me know how I'm sounding, by the way. Because I've worked on some settings. And tried to make some adjustments myself. Listening to myself. And I need you to help me. Let me know how I'm sounding here while we got a quick minute here. So let me go find out what's going on. And we'll be right back. So as you see, Luke Daniels is kind of updating us on what is going on. That's actually the shortest sentence Luke Daniels has probably said today. So appreciate Luke for giving us the cliff notes of what's going on in the race here coming up. So that'll take a minute or two here. Actually, it'll take a couple minutes probably to do because then you got to set the order and make sure you get it all correctly. So looks like we have a little bit of a delay in the race. So I have a crazy idea that has just come to my mind. So let's do this. It's going to be a minute here. This is called a one-man show.
Check out this verbo.
All right, so I guess we got a little bit of a virtual rain delay here as we wait for the session to put up. So why not have a little fun with this? We're gonna do this TV style. Why wouldn't I? Let's have a little fun. And hey, look what I found. How about last season's Michigan finish? Let's watch and enjoy.
Nine laps to go. And they're getting tight, pushing and shoving. Fontaine going to get drafted a little bit on here. So that outside line forms up. First one out of line, J.W. Miller, top side on Dylan Glass. Fontaine almost tried to shut the door on Miller, but there wasn't room. Oh, Miller rolling the top side, almost 4 wide off 4. Now they are 4 wide. Oh, up in the wall goes Ben Pierce. Going to be okay as he keeps that straight. Contact with the 10 and the 6. They somehow save it. However, Peachett is in the grass, along with Trey Eldridge. No caution yet, and they're going to stay green. They are racing close and hard as 5 laps to go. Bondurant, Cummings trying to win their second race of the season. Outside though, J.W. Miller rolling the top side. Mr. Tires, or Mr. Long Run as I like to call him. Around Dalton as the 10 tries to get to the quarter panel. Four laps to go. JW might have found something up here in his third groove. Oh, there's the teammates getting hooked up. Oh, contact! And Cam saves it. So does Dylan Glass. Oh, more contact. Brewer down into Cedric. Three to go. Cummings dives inside. Here we go. Slides up in front. Here comes J.W. Miller with a big run for the top side. Elevator move maybe coming. Nope. Two to go. Murphy got tight off 4. As Bondurant drops back to the lead. Three trucks underneath the blanket as they're going to come to the white flag in a final lap here in Michigan. 2 miles. Is it a repeat winner or a 10th different winner? Miller trying to get to the quarter panel of Cummings, not able to do it. Alex is clear. Here comes the 6 topside. Alex Cummings gonna make the move and make the pass to win in Michigan. Finally an asphalt win for Cummings. And more wrecking going on in the back. And the streak ends at 9 different winners.
All right, there you go. So now you can go get ready for the new session. Am I still sounding quiet? And maybe it's because I didn't have the mic on, and as always, I fool Luke with my stuff. I don't know. But anyways, there you go. That's how that race ended. That was the last season's Prehistoric Forest 200. Let me put the old race screen back up there. And I guess this is time where I could actually go do some, have some fun with some people here. Let's, who wants to have a little fun? Let's see. Mike is still quiet. Anybody else getting a quiet mic out of me? Now, I have turned my volume levels down to, like, not blow anybody's earphones off. And turn my mic up. How about this? Let's do it like this, maybe. Could this be why maybe I'm having an issue? Let me turn the gain up a little bit on that to help any at all. As we tuned up some things here, I did some, like, effects and stuff like that. I did some, like, research and found some people that, like, apparently know how to make themselves sound really good. So I figured I would try to make myself sound good, actually. Sound fun. Thank you, Cedric. At least you don't have to put hearing aids in. That is an improvement. Is that supposed to be an exclamation point? It looks like an L. Do I need to keep going now? That's the $1 million question here. Let's interview some people. All right, yeah, let's bring him up here. He can join me up here in the booth. Hey, Clarky!
Scala, how the hell are you?
I'm pretty damn good. How are you?
I am fantastic, sir. I'm excited to go racing here at Michigan at the Allen Best Memorial Race.
What's up with that?
It's a leftover joke from the All-Star race. I don't remember what it was all about, but it was the Allen Best Memorial Race.
Did he die in the All-Star race? I can't remember.
Died, yeah.
Everybody, let's
He
face
died.
it, everybody died in the All-Star race. Let's be real.
Everybody died. Are you excited? Are you as pumped as I am? I love this race. Let's go.
I'm ready. Let's go. My wife's calling me right now. Why not? And Clark is way louder than you. Okay, well, this is a good way for me to test everything out. But in
you
fairness,
have been a little quiet in the broadcast lately.
that's what I'm. Well, and I'm gonna work on it. Let me turn your volume down here on Discord too, because of course there's ways to counter that now on my end, right?
Yes.
So how's the racing been this week? I'm sure you've run like 150 C fixes, right?
I have not actually. New Hampshire is a track I don't own and I don't like.
Why not?
So I just I don't know. I watched some video and it never excited me, so I never did it. I've been driving my Porsche Cup at Van Zandvoort.
I forgot
That's
you were
what I've been
excited about
trying to
that
do
stuff.
this week.
I forgot you were excited to do like the road course stuff.
Yeah, it's I'd like to try to do some other things.
I'm guessing this is the new session everybody's in. All right.
Everybody is in. Let's do this thing, Scala. Say hi to the missus for me.
Will do. Have fun there, Mr. Clarky. What channel were you in again?
I will.
Hey,
I
you can move yourself.
myself.
You're not doing anything.
All right, buddy. We'll talk to you in a bit.
You too, buddy. So I'm trying to figure out where I sound quiet because, like, I'm in the red on Discord or on OBS. Let me go up a little bit more. Then this should make me sound better. Then I should be even louder now. I don't think the effects affected my voice that much, did it? And Sammy B, about 15 minutes too late there and telling me the session's coming back up. Thank you, Sammy. Appreciate you, buddy. So we'll get in here and I'll throw on board some cars and we'll test it out. Should say this rain delay brought to you by all this great sponsors of GLSR. If you want to look down below on the page, including Dr.Squatch, you can check them out. All the links down there at the bottom of the page, all the sponsors of the GLSR series. So now you're going to make me pull my phone up and listen to myself. Second race of the season. All right, session's loaded. There we go. Let me turn the audio down here. Let's go on board a car here really quickly and session's loaded. There we go. Let me turn the audio down here. Let's just check out my microphone levels. Like, it's weird on OBS. It sounds totally fine. It's actually all the way up in the red now. Just check out my microphone levels. Like, it's kind of weird. I'm gonna shut up here for a second. All right, so just testing out the microphone levels here while we get ready. Just in a little rain delay here in the broadcast parts. I think I sound fine now. All right, here we go. Track is clear on the rain. A virtual rain delay is all done. Everything is all set up, ready to go. And for a 7th season in a row, we will go racing for 100 laps and 200 miles to set the field of 10 that'll race for a championship in the Black Horizon Truck Series season. Pace car is in. Jonathan Tuckness, Justin Bondurant on the front row as we come to the green at the virtual Michigan Speedway, the prehistoric 200, and the Allen Best Memorial, apparently. It's green! Already, front 3 have gone single file. You see the 4th place truck of Drayton Cook there trying to clear Dalton with teammate Cam Ingram with him. Caution is out. And a caution on the track. I'm not sure where it's at. So caution out for the first time here. At lap 1. Nobody spun out, so maybe it was a some kind of a error maybe or something. I'm not sure. Maybe somebody threw it for a competition reason, but I'm sure there's a reason for it. Well, that's going to open up pit road here potentially for some people maybe saving fuel. That's going to open up pit road here potentially for some people maybe saving fuel. Yeah, look at these trucks coming to pit road. Casey Duncan, Robert Lukens, Jeremy Frere, Sean Peachin. Whole lot of trucks coming in. Yeah, look at these trucks coming to pit road. Casey Duncan, Robert Lukens, Jeremy Frere, Sean Peachin. Whole lot of trucks coming in.
Took it right off the fucking nose. Like it's gone.
All right, so lap number 3. I'm told I got an echo now. That's not good. I don't know where I'd have an echo. I know, like I said, there's some effects I put on my voice, so there shouldn't be too much of an echo at all, if anything. Unless I'm just too close to the microphone or something. But all right, should get 1 to go this time by. Lights are off on the pace truck. Looks like Jeremy Frere, Casey Donkin, Josh Gagnon, and Brewer and Brandon Alphin all come to pit road to top off the tank very interesting, because if this race goes caution-free the rest of the way, you could be looking at those drivers not having to really save much fuel and make it a 3-stopper to the finish. So we'll have to watch that closely here, but we're going to get some good racing, I think, after the caution came out there. All right, pace car going to pull off this time by in the hands of Justin Bondurant, who takes the top side. Jonathan Tuckness, who I believe is the actual leader. As they come to the green flag here. I'm baffled right now by the way this looks. Here we go. Down the back straightaway for the first time here under green now. Tuckness out to a 0.3 of a second lead. That's a pretty big lead already to have in this part of the race. As we just get going here. Drayton Cook outside. Alex Cummings, Cam Ingram there. Jason Dalton in the 4 truck. As we complete our first full lap under green. As for the lead, Bondurant, you watched the video just a little bit ago. Bondurant was in the lead with this race with 10 laps to go. He's wanting to pick up where he left off. Side draft there by Tuckness. Drayton Cook right there with him. Alex Cummings and Cam Ingram, your top 5, all right there within about 0.2 of a second. And then look at that mess back behind him. Almost some contact there with Bondurant and Tuckness. And here comes Drayton Cook outside. We ride with the 8 truck. A lot of draft, a lot of wide open here, but then eventually handling will come into play here. Should mention to you our cameras tonight presented by TrackCams22.com. You can check them out online, on Facebook, and in the iRacing forums. Again, TrackCam22.com is their website. So they give us a look here from Fontaine. Hottest driver in the circuit right now. Running in the 8th position there, following Cedric Ingram into the corner. These trucks are so fun to draft with in these tracks when you race at like Michigan or Charlotte. As you see, it look like Tuckness got a little loose off 2, and he's going to lose a ton of positions here. 8's going to go by. Here comes Alex Cummings, Cam Ingram. Right now, top 14 trucks all in this pack. All the way back to Luke Daniels. In that 28 truck, and then you got about a 2-second gap back to Jason Clark, who's got a whole nother pack of trucks, including Evans, Robert Warrens, Brandon Alphin, who's up to 18th already, Robert Lukens, Sam Barnes, Telder in this pack also. So we're seeing about 2 different packs of racing right now going on. And again, fuel mileage, if you can get up to 25 laps on a tank of fuel, that sets you up to go all the way to the checkered flag on 3 stops as Cook leads that lap, under it back to the outside. Almost leaning on each other. That outside lane is the way to go, especially coming off the corners. You're able to get that draft with each other, and you can kind of just work your way past the inside truck, even though the inside lane is the shorter way to go around the track. That's what makes this place so fun to race at. Sherrod and Alex Cummings, he's got the 8 there to his inside. A little bit of fuel save there from Alex. Got up behind the 94 and just kind of let off the gas a little bit just to save. All right, start to the race. Just that one quick caution. We've been green ever since. Should mention issues for Travis Ikavachi in the WhoBats throwback. He is right now a lap down in the 28th position. Brian Sutphin, who's got some heavy nose damage. That's where that came from. Oh, that must have been the caution. He is currently 5 laps down. That must have been the caution. I couldn't find it. Usually it shows up for me or tells me who the caution is. That's Cedric Ingram inside lane. Tim Averill top side there. Dalton in that 4 truck right in front. "14 laps complete." Remember, as of a couple seasons ago, there's no more of the halfway caution. So this race could go all the way, which even if we did today with that caution that came out early, that would eliminate that whole deal. So 14 laps in the books. We still have about 14 trucks in this lead pack, all within 1.75 seconds. And then 4 seconds back to Brandon Alphin, who leads that second pack. So Dalton trying to attack the 8. And apparently Drift lost power. Yeah, we had some nice little bangers earlier weather-wise. Drift lives about roughly 30 to 40 minutes south of me, and unfortunately not going to make the race with the power issues. As we check back here, the Dean Machine. And the 48 there. Got Luke Knupp there with him. Luke Knupp started all the way back in 28th position. He is the biggest mover right now, up 17 spots, so that 29. The team ASE or Red Sim, I guess that would be paint scheme. It's looking pretty sporty here early in this race. And as we talked about last season, if you got to watch those 10 laps that we aired for you on the broadcast, it's the same 2 up front again. It is Justin Bonner and Alex Cummings, teammates leading this race. Of course, this is the Black Horizon Truck Series, and Black Horizon celebrating their 5th anniversary. Congratulations to them. And because of that, actually some honorary paint schemes there. Sean has the 5-year paint on his truck there in the 1. As we go back here to Sam Barnes, that is the original Black Horizon paint scheme on that truck from season 1 that Sam is running. Brandon Alphin, about 2.8 back. They've almost caught this front pack. Brandon running a Ricky Rudd throwback with Strada Italiano on that truck. All right, so we're starting to get really interesting into the strategy because we're at lap 19 with the fuel percentage they have in this series. You're looking at here the next 5 laps. Trucks coming to pit road to get fuel, if not tires too. And obviously, if you want to make it to lap 25, if you can get to that point in this race, then you're going to be able to make it on 3 stops to get to the finish of this thing. But if you pit before lap 25, you might be in trouble. Clark under attack as Robert Warrens gets to his inside. Looked like maybe some contact there between Clark and Warrens. I saw his back end kind of wobble. Top 2 trying to pull away from each other. It's the rest of the pack, 3rd through about 12th now. And interesting enough, a lot of trucks going to all the way to the bottom, which is not the most ideal lane at this track. I'm not sure if there's some grip down there that they found. But as I mentioned, this is the final race of the regular season. 10 drivers going to move on to the playoffs tonight, which will kick off next Wednesday night at Gateway Motorsports Park or Worldwide Technology Raceway. We'll have that race for you virtually on the Captain Esports Network next Wednesday night at 8:45 Eastern. And then from there, we take a trip to Austria. For the first time ever, the Red Bull Ring host a race at GLSR and host a playoff race on the a little shy, I should say, of a 3-mile road course. The Red Bull Ring will host that race. That'll be 2 weeks from now. And then over to Indianapolis and Chicago, the traditional final 2 races. All right, question is, who saved enough fuel under that caution? And then who takes tires here? Does everyone take tires? Do people stay out and not take tires? Or I should say stay out, take fuel only. You do have 3 sets of tires to work with. But some believe that maybe that 3rd set you save for a late race caution if one comes. Kind of a chance game you're playing there. As Averill having some blinking issues right now. As we're having looking up all over the back end of Peyton Johnson, who tried to slide up and clear him. Little blip of the throttle and right back into it. And that draft will just pull you along. So Blaine Sparling just recently went a lap down, unfortunately, in this race. So they'll have to battle back a little bit here as we come up to lap 25 right now. So we're officially in the window for everybody here to make it a 3-stop race now. Cam trying to help his teammate Tim Abril there in that 3 truck as they come up on Brian Sutphin, putting him a lap down, or another lap down, I should say. Blaine Sparling actually on pit road right now. And he's not coming alone. Here come the leaders. Justin Bonder and Alex Cummings, Cedric Ingram. In trouble on the track. Caution is out. Jonathan Tuckness is in trouble. Looks like Fontaine, the points leader's gone around also. Casey Duncan looks like got some nose damage. But look at Fontaine's truck is destroyed. But caution comes out. Right in the middle. Green flag pit stops here. I think maybe Sean Peachin might got a piece of this also. Brandon Alfin might be in it. This might be a pretty big wreck here. Let's see what happened. There's Luke Daniels. Oh, wow. Netcode. But contact between the 8 and the 94. Fontaine gets glued. Daniels nowhere to go. There's Duncan getting into somebody. Let's get another vantage point of this. We're going to slow it down. Because we see Drayton running this bottom line here. And he starts coming up. You see Tuckness coming down. And there's Netcode. And that's when Brian Sutphin comes in. And then from there, that's when the other cars are on pit road. Here comes Alfin. Here comes Luke Daniels. And we're going to see Casey Duncan. Those guys are back here. Jason Clark, Telder coming into the picture here as Luke gets into the contact. Oh, Duncan's going to get in the back of Telder. All right, so caution out now for the second time in the race. And while that went on, here come the leaders to pit road, the ones who did not pit. But this should cycle everybody who came to pit road before the caution came out should be the leaders of this race. So this could be a big break for those drivers. Now it's a matter of who took tires, who didn't take tires. As Daniels leaves pit road, looks like mostly everybody 4 tires and fuel. And Peyton Johnson, was that the 15 I just saw win that race off pit road, or was he involved in the wreck? So that's how the pit stops all racked up. And here we go. Going to come back to green at lap 30. As you see, Bondurant is the leader as those guys came to pit road. I gotta admit, it's kind of weird. As I'm sitting here calling this race, like, I don't have a microphone in front of my face anymore. Like, I used to have a headset that was like a little microphone was attached to it. Now I have this arm with the microphone attached to it, so it's like in front of my face. Kind of like I have like a radio show or something now with the microphone as I call this race. It's something that's been a little bit of an adjustment, of course, with the headphones and all that good stuff. Kind of weird. But I'm okay with it. I definitely enjoy what I purchased so far. All right, going to come back to green, lap number 30 in this prehistoric Forest 200, the 7th running of this race. Bondurant, Cummings, Evans, Cedric Ingram, and Tim Averill, your top 5, the top 6. I'm sorry, the top 4, all pitted at that caution, or before the caution. And they are the lead 4. So here we go, green flag back out. As everyone gets up to speed. Casey Duncan in the 17 just leaving pit road in that Serve Pro Toyota. Here comes Luke Knupp, who's up 23 positions from the start of this race. They're going to take Evans 3 wide with Cedric Ingram. Pretty much. Oh, Evans gets loose and spins. And I think everyone else is going to... Nope, Cam Ingram spins too. 2 trucks spin and bring the caution back out for his 3rd time. Now let's roll that beautiful bean footage and see what happened again. You see Chris Evans there in the middle between Dean and the A truck. Uh-oh. Where have we seen this? Oh, Brandon Alphin involved. Oh, it's Tim Averill? Was that 3 of the 4? Oh, no, that's Lukens. Never mind. But once again, Evans and Dean get together. Remember Martinsville 2 weeks ago. Let's see again. There's the contact, it looks like right there. I thought Evans got loose, but he actually had some help. See, Averill does a great job. And I think Cam maybe had too much rear brake and got into it. And then the 33 right there is going to get hit by the 21. And that's going to bring the 3rd caution out here in this prehistoric 200. A lot of trucks on pit road. Probably topping off the fuel cell or getting damage fixed. We're actually going to take advantage of this. We're going to step away for a quick second and come back and get you more racing here from the virtual Michigan Speedway. It is the Black Horizon Truck Series and Great Lakes Sim Racing here on the Captain Esports Network.
This is your chance to get behind the wheel. The opportunity to race just like the pros. From the grassroots levels, where we all got our start, to the most popular race cars on the planet. From the fairgrounds of Nashville to the high banks of Daytona, to tracks that will never be forgotten. Realistic driving, intense competition, all from the comfort of your own home. This is the ultimate motorsports simulation. This is iRacing.
All right, back we are here at the virtual Michigan Speedway as the third caution is out. And once again, the Dean Evans kerfuffle. How about that word for you? Kerfuffle is happening again. Multiple trucks involved in that. Still some down on pit road right now. I think there was issues for Cam Ingram. Looks like he might be out of the race. Brandon Alphin with damage, it looks like. Robert Lukens. So we're seeing some attrition start to rack up here just a little bit, as we have 22 trucks on the lead lap. And 24 of the 29 that started still on track here as we hit the 1/3 distance mark in this race. For those who just joined us, yeah, we started a little late tonight. Unfortunately, had some issues with some virtual rain, we'll call it, that delayed the race, and here we are. 33 laps in as Bondo and Cummings have been up front most of this night. As we go back racing lap 34. Luke up, jumping topside on Telder. This is where they're going to fan out. 2, 3, maybe 4 wide down the back straightaway there. Tim Averill inside. Cedric Ingram in the middle. And you see Luke up pushing Telder. Peyton Johnson back there also in the 8th position. Look at Clark up there in the 69 truck. Clark rolling out of it there. Peyton Johnson a little loose, a little DeeDub. Unfortunately, Clark had to get out of it, so knowing it, Sean Peachin's not close enough. I was going to say Peachin might take it 3 wide here. Bondo has definitely led the most laps so far this evening. Alex Cummings has been right there on his tail. Kind of maybe a strategy move here as these guys try to go nose to tail and race each other. Or push each other, I should say. They can get away from the pack. Which isn't too bad of a strategy here. But the race has got to stay great. As you see Ikavachi back there. Travis up to 12th now after starting this race a lap down in that Dale Jr. throwback. As Averill looks to the inside of Telder for position. I look up, I see 3 wide back here with Dalton. Looks like Luke Daniels on pit road, unscheduled pit stop there for the Texas driver. Brandon Alford also on pit road. Must be a lot of damage on that 21 truck. Sean Peachin with some damage on the one truck, unfortunately. As Luke up continues to climb up to the 3rd position. Started 28th in this race. You see Robert Lukens leaving pit road. We got the top two. Oh, Clark's in the wall back there. Or not one Clark. Who was that? Chris Evans. I'm sorry. It was another purple truck. And Dennis Warren's involved in more contact. And the fourth caution out. All right, I saw a purple truck. I thought it was Clark. What happened here? Oh, updraft gone wrong. They hit each other about 3 or 4 times there, I'd say. All right, so caution out for a 4th time. We could see pit stops here. Though I think it's too early to obviously fuel-wise. Let's see. Dean, fake. Everybody undecisive. Cam Ingram going to be the first. Or Cedric, I should say. Well, this gives us an opportunity as these trucks come to pit road. Let's talk to a driver. Let's talk to... Oh, interesting. I know he's in here somewhere. I'll find him in a second. There he is. He's in the Down Under team right now in that channel. Let's talk to the driver of the 29. Luke, you got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man. So running in the 3rd position, you started somewhere out in Lansing, and you've worked your way all the way up to 3rd here. Let's talk about... Wait a minute. Is that Nappy on your hood, on your helmet?
Yeah, it's just a nickname. It's
I like it. Anyway, so talk about the truck so far.
So honestly, kind of just that first run was kind of just a practice run for me because I had no practice coming into this. So, but honestly, it's just a draft fest. Really, you gotta know what you're doing. But it's been a good race so far. Stayed out of all the drama. Made some good clean passes. And now we're up to 3rd, right behind these 2 fast guys. So.
I'm a little confused right now. You said that was a practice session, but you gained like 17 spots in like 10 laps.
Yeah, I know. Definitely the biggest mover so far.
Maybe.
But, we're digging. Got a long race ahead of us still.
Yeah, you do. And you got two pretty fast trucks there in front of you. You still got half the race to go, so best of luck to you there. I like the Team ASE throwback there you got on the truck, and let's see if you can take it to victory lane.
Yeah, I gotta think, like you said, the paint was badass. Thanks to Blaine Sparling, Red Sim Design, for my throwback at Martinsville last week, but unfortunately had a bad run. Good to go now.
There you go. Go get it, bud.
Thank you.
That is Luke up there, 3rd position for him as we move him down to where he was, which was there. Should be 1 to go this time by. We'll go back racing after the 4th caution of the race here at lap 43. It'll be Bondurant, Cummings, Canup, Dean, not Deal. What? Dean and Abril, your top 5. And then the trucks that pitted here. Some fuel only, some took tires. Sean Peachin going to be 6th with Travis Ikavachi, Jason Dalton, Sam Barnes, and Cedric Ingram. As we come to the green, it shall be that time as we turn it up. Oh, contact! Taikawachi sideways. We stay green. And at WhoBats number 13 straightens her out. Let's see what happened to him here. Oh, never mind. It was actually... Oh, wow. Double contact. Peachy got loose and then Travis got loose, it looks like. And it just caused a little bit of a checkup. As we go back to live, look at that one truck jumping out of line. That's Peyton Johnson. Look at Sammy B in a 22 truck up there in 8th right now. Michigan, one of those tracks, if you can stay on the lead lap, you've got a shot. Oh, okay. It would make sense if so there, Drift. This right here, the best battle on the track is the top 3 pull away. On board with Cedric. Here, just a little blip of the throttle, and then you're right back to it all the way around the track. 18 degrees of banking in the corners. Hopefully you've had a chance to check out GreatLakesSimRacing.com, the website there for all your fantasy racing. A chance to look at Sam go 3 wide. Your chance to check out the fantasy page there and get all the team points updates and things like that. Of course, it's been the lap 1 leaders that have been dominating the team points. However, there's a new team that's kind of showing up, and that's that KJD2 team, led by Sam Fontaine, Jason Dalton, and those guys. As Drayton Cook is on pit road, this is probably a scheduled pit stop right here. Coming to pit road at lap 51. Not sure if Drayton's going to just do something a little different here, but 4 tires and fuel for the 8 car, or 8 truck. He pulls away, 14-9. So what Drayton needs now is this race to stay green. But yeah, there's your top 4 trucks. They are gone. Bondurant, Cummings, Canup, and Abril all within 4/10. And then it's 2 seconds back to Peyton Johnson, who's got now the lap truck of Christopher Dean of, pardon me, Drayton Cook. And then Christopher Dean, Jason Dalton, Sam Barnes, Cedric Ingram. And here come the leaders to pit road. "46 laps to go." We'll see if there's tires taken here or not. If so, you got one set of tires to get you the last 46 laps of this race. Right side's going on. And they pull away with identical stops, 14.5 and 14.7. As up front, Tim Averill to the front with help from his teammate Drayton Cook. That's going to get Tim actually bonus points for leading that lap, and Tim is trying to work his way in to the playoffs. And of course, last season, we remember the final race of the season, it was Tim Averill winning it on fuel mileage. So you wonder, can Tim pull something off like that again? Meanwhile, back here in the pack, Sammy B up to the top 5 now. That 22 truck is flying as Averill comes to pit road. He will bring the Dean machine with him. There'll be 4 tires and fuel for these guys, I would expect. Let's see. Yep, right side tires going on the 3, right side tires on the 48. Left side tires, and they pull away. So 14.8 for Averill, 14.8 for Dean. Identical stop times as Alex Cummings runs the fastest lap of the race. Probably drafting Bondurant to try to get him away. So we got the top 15 trucks, I would say, right now have not pitted, including this, whatever you want to call it. Probably going to see some more trucks come to pit road here, it looks like, as they're down on that bottom side. Yep. Here comes Sam Barnes, Jason Dalton, Luke Canup, Peach and Ikavachi. So it looks like all the down under guys on pit road with a sprinkle of a KJD2. Sam having a great run in that 22 truck as Peyton Johnson leads. Looks like everybody taking 4 tires and fuel up and down pit road as I'm seeing it. All right, so here's your leader now, the DeeDub button boxes, number 15 of Peyton Johnson. Cedric Ingram here in second right now as you see the other trucks coming off pit road. You might get a little glance of seeing what the speed difference is going to be on these newer tires. It's going to be a pretty substantial one. See Jason Clarkin at 69. He is up in the 4th position right now, so he's yet to pit. So we hit the lap 60 mark, 40 laps to go. It's the middle of green flag pit stops. Everybody in the window now to make it on one more stop. There's Robert Warren's there in the 95. We run on board with him. And again, next week we'll be at the Gateway Motorsports Park, or the track otherwise known as Worldwide Technology Raceway, for the opening of the playoffs. And then it's the Red Bull Ring. First ever trip out to Austria for that one. And then we'll hit Indianapolis, of course, on the rectangle. And then Chicagoland Speedway to finish it off. Chris Evans making a pit stop. All right, so these other trucks pitted at lap 41. So they can still go another 5 laps or so before they'll have to come to pit road. And what they're hoping for is a yellow, I believe. Try to steal some track position away. There's your leader way out here on his own. That's Peyton Johnson. Last time by, he was about a 1/10.5 off. With the others being kind of in a pack, they were able to draft their way up a little bit. See, that time by, a 41.31 Ingram. 22, yeah, no 8 from Gagnon. So, still a little bit faster with that pack. That sits right here. As Warrens looks inside of Clark. I know a couple Canadian drivers right there. 95 inside to 69 will take the spot away. Michigan driver Matt Telder to pit road. A little bit of damage on that too. And Telder out 14.7 on his stop of 14.8. We'll estimate it up. And here comes a gaggle of trucks back there. Gagnon, gets contact with Robert Warrens. Josh trying to get down to the speed limit. 19 on pit road, the 95, the 69, and the 25. Jeremy Frere also. So these guys all will have to pit one more time also at about 10 laps to go. Looks like everybody, 4 tires and fuel from what I'm seeing. And now Peyton Johnson to pit road, and this will hand the lead over to Justin Bondurant. As Peyton is in right now, and that'll hand the lead to these two coming across the screen right now. Peyton a 15.03 for him. All right, so let's roll through the field here. 34 laps to go. One more stop to go in this race. There's your leader, Justin Bondurant. Alex Cummings has been his caboose all race long as they teamwork each other. And then it's the TIX teammates of Tim Averill and Drayton Cook. They're a little more separated out, 3rd and 4th. Luke Knupp running in the 5th position right now in the 29 truck. Then it's Christopher Dean in the 6th position, leading the KJD2 barrage today. And then a couple of down under trucks having good runs here. Ike Avachi 7th, Sam Barnes 8th, Sean Peach in 9th. Those are all teammates. And they got Jason Dalton holding on there. They're trying to draft their way up about 13 seconds back in the top 10. And it looks like Peyton Johnson will join in 11th position for him. Cedric Ingram, 12th position. And you see right behind him, Jason Clark, Josh Gagnon, and Robert Warrens. That's 13th, 14th, and 15th. Then we go back to the 4 to Tyler Brewer in the 40 truck in the 16th position. Jeremy Frere is there in 17th. Matt Telder not having a good run right now in 18th. Chris Evans, 19th. And then Blaine Sparling in the 20th position. All these trucks, I believe, are still in the lead lap. And then the first truck 1 lap down is Casey Duncan there in the 21st position. Brandon Alphin, 22nd. Robert Lukens in 23rd. And then next, that's actually the last truck on track. Dennis Warrens, Luke Daniels, Cam Ingram, Jonathan Tuckness, Fontaine, and Sutphin all off track. And that's where we are here. 68 laps complete, 32 laps in to go in the regular season. And we're going to step away for a quick second. We'll come back and get you to the finish of this race, the Prehistoric Forest 200, with 31 laps to go on the Captain Esports Network.
This is the world's premier online racing simulation. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat from your home computer with the most realistic online motorsports experience you'll find anywhere. Race virtually in the world's biggest events with officially licensed series, cars, and tracks. From the high banks of Daytona to the blistering speeds of Indianapolis, the dirt of Eldora to the world's most legendary road courses. It's all here, and with more than 180,000 people just like you already driving, you'll always have someone to race. Ready to get behind the wheel? Sign up at iRacing.com to get started.
And back we are at the virtual Michigan Speedway as the 10th and final race of the regular season is green with 30 laps to go. Justin Bonder and Alex Cummings, your leader, by 4.8 seconds over Tim Abril as they come off turn 4 here. As you see from the packed house here in Brooklyn, Michigan, the Irish Hills. Of course, the Prehistoric 200, named after a theme park that was opened back in the heyday. A few miles down the road here from the racetrack. Closed up back in the late 80s, I believe it was. And this is for Travis Icavacci, who's a Michigander, and the others, the race that they've named the Prehistoric Forest 200. The only track that this series has raced all 7 seasons on the schedule is right here. And I believe it's the last 4 seasons has been the final race of the regular season. So these two continue to play teamwork here and just pull away from the field. Then I'm watching this 7th, 8th, 9th place battle as these guys help each other. You've got Clark, Brewer, Frere, and Gagnon back here. They're actually side by side. And this is apparently where Matt Telder's bored because he's running 20th, now 18th. He passes Blake Sparling and says hi to me. Telder, focus. I'm sorry, what do you want me to do about it? I can't help you. As these guys back here are going to war for the top 15 position here. Is that Pfizer throwback there, Frere inside of Jason Clark, who's probably yelling on his microphone at home. I heard he's got a tendency to do that. As we enter the window for pit stops here, and at 26 laps to go, Drayton Cook comes to pit road. This might be a little early. I'm a little worried about this move here for him. I'm not sure without fuel save you can go 26. But we'll find out. I've been proven wrong many of times. So 4 tires and fuel for Drayton. How about these two drivers here, first and second? They ran first and second throughout the end of the race last season. And then Cummings made the move and passed Bondurant for the win. This season they're teammates, and here's Alex just sticking right to the back bumper of that Monster Energy number 11. And Bondo is dominant so far this evening. And I'm going to take a quick second here and peek at the point standings just to see where people are running right now on track. And I tell you what, this is very interesting to see. Right now, Brian Sutphin is likely out of the playoffs with his last place finish. Hate to say that. But right now he's got a 20-point advantage over Tim Abril, who's 4th, and a 66-point advantage as here come the leaders back to pit road. A 66-point advantage over Bondurant, with Bondurant leading this race. So I think we could be looking at Bondurant jumping into the playoffs here, which would understand why Alex Cummings is sitting there on the back bumper pushing Justin. Let him lead all the laps, get the bonus points, and put him in the playoffs. Others that could be in trouble in this race right now, Blaine Sparling had about 70 points on Justin Bondurant. He's got about 90 on Sean Peachin, so I don't know if he's as much in trouble as he could be. Yeah, it looks like right now, mainly Brian Sutphin is the one that's in trouble. So good stops for the tag team, we'll call it. As they're back again out on track. Knupp leading this race now over Johnson. So 22 to go. Who else goes to fuel strategy here and gets to pit road? It looks like Tim Abril's been in, along with Bondurant and Cummings. So the top 3 are in. As all these trucks run together here, you see we ride with Jason Dalton as he follows Sean Peachin in that one truck. So we had 4 cautions early in this race. It's settled down now. Christopher Dean on pit road, so it's Telder. I think Telder might have done a fuel-only stop. I see a 10-second stop for him, so he might be saving a set of tires as a Hail Mary here. I kind of like that move. All right, Peyton Johnson coming to pit road, and I think a few others are coming. Luke Knupp is in. And so is Ike Avachi and Sean Peachin. That was going to get close. As the 5-year anniversary Black Horizon paint scheme on pit road here. 4 tires and fuel for the one truck. Looks like all the down under trucks, 4 tires and fuel for them as they pull away. And there's the teammate Blaine Sparling on pit road. Mr. Lonesome there in the back, unfortunately. Jason Dalton coming to pit road, 18 to go. So basically, for those who do not take tires on this stop or have maybe saved a set of tires in this race, this is the part, as Luke Daniels, you are cooking brisket on pit road right now. If you get a caution, I would say in the next 5 to 10 laps in this race, and about 10 laps to go, those who save that set of tires could be in the catbird seat to win this thing. That reminds me, I had some good brisket this weekend. So Cedric Ingram, Josh Canyon, Jason Clark, Jeremy Frere, Robert Warrens, Tyler Brewer. The 6 trucks that have not pitted yet. And the question going to be, when do these trucks come to pit road? And it looks like now we're going to see those trucks come to pit road. Oh, Brewer! Oh, he tried to corner and missed. Misses pit road. And I hope he's got enough fuel to get back around. This could be, if he runs out of fuel, the caution. He should be able to make it from here, so. Robert Warren's on pit road. Still waiting on Cedric Ingram to come to pit road. Ball 8. Ball 12. Telder and I dropping Major League references in the middle of a broadcast. What do you know? And here comes Cedric to pit road. That's going to hand it to Bondurant and Cummings. The only thing that these two do not want to see right now is they pass by their board teammate, Telder. Is the yellow handkerchief come out? Because they're going to have almost 8 seconds, 9 seconds, we'll call it, over Tim Abril. And that just shows you the power of the draft. Appreciate everybody joining us tonight. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. As always, you can hit the subscribe button if you'd like. And be a part of all the future broadcasts and stuff that we have going on the Captain Esports Network. A very bright future indeed coming. Good to see Fontaine back on track. Sam, 26th right now. Had enough time to paint a dirt mod or something while he was sitting there on pit road. Look at this, a fight here for the 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th positions. Travis Icavacci, Jason Dalton, Drayton Cook. I think Drayton might be in fuel save mode. I was worried about that stop he made. Now he's got to find a way to go 26 laps on a tank of fuel. We got that battle, and here we go with these two. Peyton Johnson looking up, 4th and 5th. And 10 laps to go. Just kind of looking through numbers here on the screen. We got 16 trucks on the lead lap still. As I've reviewed the points over the last few minutes, it seems like the one change that will likely happen is we will see Brian Sutphin fall out of the playoffs, and Bondurant looks like, unless something major happens, will be in, along with Tim Averill. I say it's going to be tight between Sean Peachin and Blaine Sparling, but I don't think there's enough of a gap there with the separation of points. Somewhere between 40 to 50 points there. And as I looked a minute ago, it was about a 70-point separation, I believe, between the two. You see here, Blaine at 11:43, Sean at 10:51. Did I do the math correctly? That is, 88 points? Oh! Peyton Johnson gets in the back of Alfin and pushes him into the wall, trying to help him. And Peyton was trying to help Brandon just try to draft a little bit there, and that ended up being a costly mistake. In the end, he helped Knupp get past Averill for position, but now them two are just driven away. Good news here is Alex Cummings, who has had a couple of bad races in a row, and again, unless something major happens, is going to finally kind of break that little slump he's on and get himself back in control of the playoffs, or going into the playoffs here, as now Peyton Johnson going to draft off Tim Averill. And that'll be the pass for the 4th position. Five laps to go. We jump back here to this battle, the 13, the 4, and the 95. This is the 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th battle. Peachin's there also. And it'll all kick off next Wednesday night. Gateway Motor Speedway, or Motorsports Park as it used to be known as, and now Worldwide Technology Raceway. A 1.25-mile egg-shaped flat track. We'll have that next Wednesday night at 8:45. The start of the playoffs again, already here. As Warren's with that nose damage, trying to work his way inside of Dalton for position here. And I think with help of the draft, he's going to take it. Three laps to go. The lead still over 8 seconds between the tag team of Bondurant and Cummings and Luke Knupp as these guys get a little close. They're just hoping that they get through these couple corners right here and get back to the front straightaway. Warren's actually getting by them, all four of them. Or three of them. There's four there. And Drayton Cook on pit road. Short on fuel. That's going to be a pretty big moment here. As the white flag is out, final lap. They've been the team leaders all season long, lap one leaders. From Daytona all the way to now, they've led the team points. And they have shown why tonight as Alex Cummings has yielded the front step to Justin Bondurant all evening long, as Bondurant won at Kentucky earlier this season and is going to punch his way into the playoffs with a win at Michigan. 1-2 for lap one leaders. Luke Knupp going to finish third. Peyton Johnson and Tim Averill going to finish top five. And for Bondurant, the Vegas native, third career victory in his first multi-win season. And Bondurant parking it over there on pit road, or on Victory Lane, I should say. And there's Telder doing some burnouts for the team. All right, somebody go buy dinner and spend $11.63, and then show me a lotto ticket when you're done. That'd be pretty impressive if you asked me. Am I wrong? Actually trying to look up something here really quickly. But while that goes on, let's go through our finishing order for the race here this evening at Michigan. Again, it is a 1-2 for Bondurant and Cummings as Bondo leads the majority of the laps. Alex Cummings taking the back seat to help his teammate make the playoffs. Luke Knupp third, Peyton Johnson, Tim Averill, top 5 for him. He'll be also in the playoffs. Christopher Dean, Robert Warren, Sean Peachin, Cedric Ingram, and Sam Barnes, your top 10. Travis Ikavachi, Jason Clark, finishing in the 13th position, or 12th position, I should say. Jeremy Frere finishing in the 13th position. 14th goes to Josh Gagnon, Jason Dalton. 15th, Matt Telder, the first truck, a lap down in the 16th position. As I go check out something else here, Blaine Sparling, 17th. 18th to Drayton Cook, who had to pit for fuel there at the end of the race. 19th goes to Tyler Brewer. 20th, Casey Duncan. Brandon Alphin, 21st. Robert Lukens, 22nd. Chris Evans, 23rd. Fontaine, 24th. And Dennis Warren's 25th. Luke Daniels, Cam Ingram, Jonathan Tuckness, and Brian Sutphin, the 29 finishers in this race. And for Bondurant, he leads 66 of 100 laps in this race. The other lap leaders in the race, Luke Knupp, Peyton Johnson, Cedric Ingram led some laps, and also 6 laps led for Jonathan Tuckness there. At 4 cautions, 12 caution laps, and 15 lead changes in the race, all dominated here by Justin Bondurant. Let's talk to our top 3 finishers in the race tonight. And let's start with Luke Knupp finishing in the 3rd position. As Luke joins us here. Luke, congratulations. Obviously, it was a strategy race. You had the, I guess we'll call it the power duo up there, tag team in the field. But for you, obviously, able to work the pit strategies and come out the 3rd place finisher tonight.
Yeah, you know, this Red Sim design throwback really was quick tonight. Started second to last after no practice and just kind of cruised that first few runs. But you know, just a little bit off on the strategy. Those two were just quick better through the pits, and but other than that, still a top 3 to end the regular season. I finished a top 5 in every race I've finished this season, so happy with that. Maybe enough to make the playoffs. I'm sure probably not, but either way, strong run tonight.
Yeah, it looks like you're probably missing. Unfortunately, I'm looking at the numbers right now, but still, it's been a great effort. Obviously, a rookie season for you, but still, you got 4 races to go in here and even steal one from these guys.
Yeah, I'm hoping to be that dark horse. Just try to steal one. Mess up the playoffs a little bit. But either way, I'm gonna respect those guys. But just happy to have Red Sim design on this track. Ultra Wheels V Speed below the double yellow line racing. You know, another strong run for all those guys. Thanks to the PPM boys and Shenandoah Shine. Hopefully, go steal a win.
There you go. Well, great job tonight. Congratulations. And you kind of got the sponsors out there already, but I was saying any other shout outs you'd like, go ahead.
Of course, family. Luke Knupp Racing, Red Sim Design. Give them another quick shout out. Ultra Wheels V Speed below the double yellow, Shenandoah Shine, and everyone, thank you.
There you go. Great job tonight, Luke. Congratulations on your 3rd.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Luke Knupp, 3rd place finish for him, and that's his 5th top 5, I believe, of the season. So congratulations. Now the tag team here that finishes 1-2 tonight. Let's bring Alex up here first, who finishes in the 2nd position. Alex, definitely showing tonight the teammate side of you, as you sat right there behind Bondurant. You made a little move to the inside, but I think that was more of a photo op at the end of the race there to take 2nd place and finish 1-2 tonight.
Oh yeah, that was the plan going in. That was since me and Bono started to the front, I told him I was just gonna get behind him and just push him, and hopefully we could do like what we did and finish 1-2.
So I say, did you have like obviously we had the race I was able to show there for a few minutes tonight during our little delay. Did you happen to go back and see, hey, it was you and Bondo battling for the win last season?
Yeah, while we was waiting for the serve to come up, we tuned in and was watching, and then I didn't even remember that it was. I knew it was somebody I was battling with hard, but I didn't know it was Bondo. So I think that makes it a little better to see us both finish 1-2 again, and this time we're on teammates, so we're working together.
So obviously we reset now. We go to Gateway next week. It's actually the first track I've ever saw you race when I was broadcasting for you in another series. But obviously you got 3 races now. Being the top seed, you were there last season. What can you take back with you to be successful and be in the Final 4 in the end?
I think the biggest thing is just just work on getting top 5 finishes and staying out of trouble. I know the road course is going to be one to watch for sure, just because personally I haven't ran on it, and I don't think a lot of other people have. So just really need to stay out of trouble as much as I can and try to get some more of those top 5s like I did at the beginning of the season.
Absolutely, my man. Well, great job tonight. Congratulations. Good luck in the playoffs, obviously being the 1 seed, and shout out to whoever you like to.
No problem. Thank you. Just got to thank Techno RC and Hobby Wing RC for coming on board again this season. Just thank everybody over at Lap 1 Legends, Bondo, Telder.
All right. And there you go. Well, congratulations to you, and we will see you next week.
Thank you. And Daniels. Sorry, my mic cut out.
Luke, it's okay. It happens. So, well, great job tonight. And, that's Alex Cummings finishing in P2 tonight.
Alex is back now. Okay.
Right, cool. Alex is back down. I just jumped down here, actually, but don't mind me. I'm going back up here. So, congratulations to him. I was coming down here to grab Bondo. Thank God Telder didn't drop a bomb there. Anyways, so let's bring Bondo up here. Mr. Justin goes to victory lane tonight. You've had a sort of wild week with some things happening we won't get into, but you still go to victory lane tonight, knock yourself into the playoffs, and I'm sure that's got to be a pretty relieving feeling knowing that you had a teammate like that behind you.
Oh, definitely. But first thing, is it official I'm in?
I would say you're in. I mean, the guy you had to beat finished last.
All right, well, that's good. Well, not for him. Sorry.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, it was a good race. I got to thank Cummings. He was a great teammate. He probably could have passed me there many times. So definitely shout out to him.
Yeah, great job tonight. So how's it feel, obviously, because last season you had this race pretty much in the bag, and Alex come and took it from you.
You know what? I didn't remember that. Maybe he was just being nice. He was paying me back.
Still, I mean, obviously it's got to feel good to be. I'm thinking of the playoffs. I'm actually going to check the points here again because I'm pretty confident you got in. I know I went to school in Florida. Let's see here. Sutphin had 60 points. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're in. So yeah. So you got to feel pretty good to knock yourself into the playoffs. Now, of course, you were in the playoffs last season. You learned a little bit. What can you take into this first round when you go to Gateway?
Just try to be there at the end of the first race. You can really hurt yourself if you don't finish. A 10th place in the first race will be good, points to carry you through. So just be cautious on that first one is what I could learn from last season.
And of course, you have some road course experience, so that second race could be interesting. And but either way, great job. Shout out to whoever you like to.
Yeah, shout out Alex again. And shout out the whole LOL team, Telder and Luke. And then shout out you as well. I'm always putting on a great broadcast.
And one of these days, I'm going to get Legends right. There's a reason why I stalled after Alex said Legends. I'm like, wait a minute, I think I've been saying leaders all night long. So, all right, you're Legends now. Congratulations.
Yeah, just do LOL. It's easy.
LOL, right? Laugh out loud or whatever else you can come up with out of that. LOL. I'm going with that from now on. Great job, Hondo.
Thanks.
You too, buddy. Justin Bonner at the winner tonight here at the Michigan Speedway, becoming the 7th winner in 7 races at this track. Just shows you how wild it can be. As move him down to his channel down there, the LOL channel. I'm about to call him LOL now because I cannot get their name right, even though Teller's told me 65 times how to say the name. I still can't get it right. Anyways, we go from there. All right, great race. Congratulations to Bondo on the win. Appreciate all the viewers. Hopefully enjoyed the broadcast. And looking forward to next week, the start of the playoffs. Again, all the points were unofficial. I was literally doing math in my head to put Bondo in there and stuff. So obviously with the old NASCAR point system, when you get 100 and I think it's 85 points for the win and leading the most laps and stuff, and then it goes all the way down to 43rd where you would get 34 points if I remember correctly. So if you go up to 29th, it's only roughly 60 points or so. So it should be easily a 100-point difference there. I would think between Bondo and Sutphin. That's where I did the math. But if I'm wrong, hey, I apologize to Brian and to Justin, but I'm about 75% certain. Let's just leave it at that. But still, great season so far. We got 4 more races to go. We remind you, coming up Sunday night, Sam and I will record the Here for the GLSR podcast. Who knows who our guest will be, but I'm sure it'll be a lot of fun. You can check out all the episodes on Spotify and wherever you stream at. But of course, wherever you podcast from. Should say the podcast from last week we actually did as part of the broadcast that we redid on Saturday for the series. So if you're looking for that podcast, you gotta go watch the race from Daytona, the All-Star race, and that'll be kind of the podcast within. So we'll go from there. All right, we're out. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday evening. Congratulations to Justin Bonder at the winner here at Michigan. And a reminder, this isn't just a game, it's iRacing. See ya!